Welcome back to another episode of That Fucking Show. My name is Rebecca. This is my lovely co-host Chelsea. Today we have some special guests from the movie Wandering Off. Might I introduce the lovely Britt Nisko, and we have John and Connor. So our first question is,
what was your inspiration for the movie? It was amazing. I know the trailer's out, and we watched it a few times, and we can't wait to see the whole movie. So what was it?
I was driving home from a shoot one day out of Brooklyn, and we're located in Connecticut, so I'm driving home, and on the way up, I heard that song from the 90s, The Way by Fastball, and I hadn't heard it in forever, and I was like, oh, I might as well listen to it. So, I'm listening to it on the car ride, and then I was like, I think this is about a true story. So I put it on repeat for the rest of the drive up, and I got home and I Googled, is The Way by Fastball about a true story? And the true story popped up about these people. So I ended up that was my inspiration. We didn't, copy the whole story. But that was just the inspiration for Wandering Off.
That's amazing. You just came up with that.
It was crazy.
that's so fun.
Yeah.
I have another question. What would be your future goals for yourself in this movie?
So I guess all of us can answer this. For myself, this was my first feature film that I had directed. I had directed shorts and music videos prior to that, but I loved features, and so I just want to keep directing and producing features. And then for the movie, we are looking for distributors right now, talking to distributors, to film festivals, figuring out what the best mode of distribution is for it. I don't know if you guys want to add on.
Get it sold and let's make another one. Yeah, pretty much sell it, make another one, because I think we just had such a good time as a crew that we were done and we're like, all right, when can we make the next one?
Yeah.
So that's all we want to do is be able to keep working with each other.
I can't wait to see it myself. We actually have to drop in the trailer for you guys to check out.
Yeah.
And I actually have another question. How did you guys all meet? How did you, assemble?
So it's a really bizarre story in that I think everything happens at the right time as it's supposed to happen. And
I believe that.
the three of us, so I didn't know these two.
Yeah.
We were on a totally different shoot on Valentine's Day last year.
Terrible.
And
It was a nightmare shoot.
It was 0 degrees.
yeah, so basically they kept calm under pressure, and we needed a few more people for the crew. And I just saw that they were pretty cool and level-headed, and I was like, so at the end of it I was like, hey, I feel like I was so sketchy about it. I was like, hey,
weird,
what do you guys do you guys want to make a movie?
Sure.
All right.
And then we
Give me
met
your
up.
email.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. And then we met up the following weekend, and that was that.
Yeah, you didn't really, at that point you were like, I have a vague idea for this movie, and we're like, we're in. And you're like, I didn't even say what it is yet. We're like,
We're in.
Don't worry about it,
Yeah.
we're in.
Then
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then our sound guy, Jeremy, he had seen, I was guest blogging The Journey through the filmmakers process, and he had seen my first post and contacted me on Facebook, and I never respond to any random person that writes me on Facebook. And for some reason I responded to him. Wow. And then he ended up being our sound guy.
Yeah.
We met at a pizza place one time, and we were like, okay, this guy's great. And then our cinematographer, two of our other
Those are
guys
the
in
only
crew.
2 people outside of the
Yeah.
rest of us knew each other from school. We knew some of the other members of the crew,
Yeah.
Connor and myself. We just didn't really know Britt. And some of the other, so we pretty much all knew each other except for our cinematographer and our sound guy. And then those we're like, I don't know, I hope this works. We met them both for pizza, and we're like, they're awesome. And just instantly clicked, same sense of humor. We were automatically on the same wavelength. And the funny thing was later on when the actors are like, so how many years have you guys been working together? And I'm like, I know him 3 hours longer than you.
Yeah, how many days?
Yeah, we were well, this is our first project, as there was only 11 of us, and that included 3 interns we had.
This is your first movie.
This was every single person on the crew. It was everybody's collective first feature.
Yep.
So everybody had done like smaller projects, you
But
know,
nothing
TV,
on this scale,
like
yeah.
shorts, music videos,
You're
corporate
already in
videos.
pre-production for the next.
We actually are in pre-production for
A couple.
like 3 more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look forward
Yeah, we
to
keep
that.
thinking
We'll
of
have you guys
ideas.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, for sure.
Can we have a little glimpse into the future? What do you?
I mean, right now there's one documentary.
Yeah, a documentary. Kind of one that spun off of just some funny events that happened on set, and we're like, you could make a movie out of this. And,
Yeah, and another
Just
one.
stories.
yeah, just kind of true stories of just us being goofballs, you know, when we weren't shooting, and that spurred ideas, and
And then another one that I
because you can't sleep at night.
can't
It's like,
sleep. So I was, I just like, it woke me up and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to, I don't want to give this away. This is going to be a short. We're going to film in the next couple months. But I woke up and I actually texted Connor the next morning and I was like, hey, what do you think? So it's taking shape pretty quickly. And like the thing with all of our movies is obviously we're not a big production company yet. So funding is the biggest challenge. Like if we had money, that documentary would have been done already.
Yeah.
But it's just like figuring out funding and because the execution of it.
Yeah. Even for a small
Very good.
crew, I mean, compared to most crews for especially a feature length, it was like nothing. It was,
Yeah.
like you said,
Our
11 of
budget
us
was-
total, and
Well,
The
no
trailer
budget.
looked like it's. I know.
belongs on something
It's
on
going on
HBO.
Netflix.
I mean,
Believe that. Check out Netflix,
we
guys.
Were, we
It's gonna
watched
be on
it a few
there.
times and we were like, wow.
I have high hopes for you.
Thank
I
you.
really want to see it on
Good.
Netflix.
Yeah, a lot
Thank
of people
you.
were like, "Oh, you guys are making a movie. That's cool." And then when they saw it, they're like, "Oh, you're making."
Oh, you guys
a
actually
movie."
made a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like,
Okay, yeah, we
yeah.
and from the start we knew what we set out to make. So
Well, Connor said you guys were going to California soon, right?
Yeah, out in November, we're flying out. It's this thing, the American Film Market. They run it every year. It's in Santa Monica, right on the pier. So, I mean, what a better like. There's no better location.
Yeah.
Like, oh darn it, we have to go out. Yeah, so we'll be out there, a bunch of us, for the 8 days. And like, there's distributors there. There's financiers, financing companies there. So, you know, we're going out there for multi purposes. One is to sell this movie if nothing is done before that, and number two is to go out to get funding for
Our
our
other
others.
And to make connections.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, be out in LA for a little bit.
get a funding for that T-shirt cannon we have to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
I really
Thanks.
wish you well.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks.
so
Yeah.
much.
It's so great to have you on and to hear about this.
Yeah, thank you for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
me.
Back and tell
Yeah.
us about more of your movies.
Oh, we'll
that you
definitely
guys
come back.
made.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we're gonna wrap this episode up, guys. I'm gonna drop in the trailer. I hope you check it out. Give us some feedback. If you have any questions, contact us. We're gonna put all the information on social media. Thanks for watching. I'm Rebecca. I'm Rebecca. This is That Fucking Show. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
If this were you, if you were us in this exact situation right now, what would you do?
I mean, listen, we all have issues, but like, you need a reality check. Our parents are missing.
I kind of feel like we're just stuck here waiting. It sucks.
You're ridiculous.
Amanda, they really don't need you missing too.
You think they're still alive?
Oh, honey, I hope so. For everyone's sake.
It's important to us and the kids, and that was what was important. And now we have time to relax, and that's what's important.
Misery always follows me from every open door.
I'm not gonna let you do it to them, okay? I am not giving up yet.
Why are you even staying here?
I'm not!
We need to know when was the last time you spoke with them.
Well, I spoke to my mom last night. I called her on the phone. She was really excited about seeing us all for dinner tonight, and now they're not here.
We've never seen eye to eye, and it is not going to start now. What the hell is even going on right now?
And I miss you.
How you folks doing tonight?
All right, so what do we do now?
This is the